Good morning from the White House, where it's as clear as a bell, even if that bell is made in China or domestically. Okay, it's more like a bell without a clapper. The tariff message from Trump officials and the president himself continues to be hard to pin down. Friday evening, mass exemptions for electronics were issued, including the billions of dollars of imports of such things from China. That would have been expected to help ease concerns about prices rising so much from the reciprocal tariffs, if any are ever really imposed. Currently, there's a baseline tariff on all imports of 10%. But alas, it's all fleeting, according to Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. He was on ABC's This Week disclosing the exemptions are only temporary and that sectoral tariffs will significantly up the price of electronic items from wherever, but especially China.
We need to have semiconductors, we need to have chips, and we need to have flat panels. We need to have these things made in America. We can't be reliant on Southeast Asia for all of the things that operate for us. So what he's doing is he's saying they're exempt from the reciprocal tariffs, but they're included in the semiconductor tariffs, which are coming in probably a month or two.
Again, that was from ABC's This Week. Well, if you import a lot of electronics, take advantage of the pause now. They could get a whole lot pricier in a month or two. The administration is engaged in all of the tariff battles under the president's national emergency powers, by the way. Some Democrats and even a few Republicans think Congress maybe should act to rein in the chaos that possibly threatens a recession. On the same program, Senator Elizabeth Warren accused Mr. Trump of creating the pause to help Apple and Tim Cook, who's trying to make real nice with the commander-in-chief and who makes iPhones by the millions in China. Sunday, the president put out on Truth Social, quote, "There was no tariff exception announced on Friday." It sure seemed like it. President Trump meets today with El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele. Bukele is getting $6 million for starters from the U.S. for taking in alleged summarily deported gang members to a massive prison in his country. A couple weeks ago, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem went to the prison and shot a video in front of one of the crowded cells. But now the administration is under order from a Maryland judge for daily updates on what it's doing for the El Salvadoran who was mistakenly sent to that prison by the government's own admission. Friday, the attitude here was, well, the Supreme Court really didn't mean they had to try. But rest assured, the man is, quote, alive and secure. And the president's physician sent out a media note related to his physical on Friday, saying he's in excellent health, including the result of a cognitive test. With EAR on the White House, I'm Bob Costantini.